quickly learn that we are absolutely horrible at miking rooms. What is feeding back? This, we call it the main riff. You'll find we're really bad at naming things. You have basically an A section, a B section, and a C section that form the main riff first version, let's call it. So you have the woo bend bit. That would be like the A section. Slide up to the E part, that would be the B section, and then the C section is. That's how I would think about it. So the first pass of it at the start of the song and then coming out of the chorus, A, B, A, C would be the pattern there. And then at the beginning of the song, the A, B, A, C repeats, but there's a slight variation, and that's the open E as opposed to sliding up. And then coming out of the chorus, that second pass is what I call like the J-rock break. And I don't even know if that's like associated with J-rock really, but in my brain it is. To get into the nitty gritty of how this is played, you first have this chord shape, which shows up again in the verse and in the post-chorus. It's funny, I don't know what Coleman is calling those things. He could be calling them something completely different. So what that is you have second finger on the F sharp on the E string, E flat on the D string with your first finger. I do pinky on the B flat here. You want those to mostly ring. And you just play them in ascending order. And then you slide up to this other shape, which you'll also be playing again in the verse as just a chord. But so you slide up to this C sharp on the G string, then you want the B flat on the D string, and B, so here you have this chord. If you're playing it like I am, which you don't have to, it doesn't matter, the ring finger is free, and then I'll bring it up to this E flat, and I'll slide up to the G flat, then you're at the F, E flat, B flat. So that whole sequence. Well, I said you can really do whatever you want. I emphasize using the ring finger here to do this slide. So when you end up there, you can just bring the pinky down to that D flat. It's a little easier. And then here, you're just gonna jump up to this A flat. Like you just have to get there. And that is not fun, but you know it sounds cool. So that is the whole A section. B section, same chord as before. You have this major shape. So you want the F on the B string, D on the G string, and then B flat on the D string. That's just a major triad. And then I bring my middle finger down to this B on the E string. And I do this like all fourth chordal harmony thing going on. You're gonna notice I only say flat because I don't think about key as I write stuff, so I'm just gonna keep saying flats. But A flat, so you have the B, A flat, D flat, and then G flat. So now this is really just a major arpeggio with extra steps. So if you know your major arpeggio, that shape, it's not perfectly that though. C sharp, B, B flat. Then you're coming down to the B string for the F sharp. Then you got C sharp. Then you're up to that E. And that is the B section. So then it would go back to the A section. You do your whole bend. And then you come to the C section. It does that whole same pattern. Same triad, same stack of fourths. And And that's just a normal D string, B string, or octave shape. But that is your B flat, A flat, G flat. So now let's get into variations. So this is a variation on that B section with the just smack the open E. At this point, Coleman and I play slightly different things. Coleman does like the normal, just takes you back into the rest of the A section normally. So you're just skipping those first 3 notes and you pick up with the open B. But what I do is I don't go down to this B flat. I go up to the E flat. We both play the B. And then we pick up the rest of the A section. The other variation comes after that first chorus when we go into like coming out of the post chorus. There's the whole break, and this is the thing I call the J rock break. Play that B section as normal, and then you come up. Once you've stacked those notes and you have that chord, you just play that rhythm. I can't tell you what that rhythm is. I have no idea. But it sounds cool. And that is the whole bit.
Okay, so starting with the verse riff, I just played it slow, and so I'm going to show you the shape that's used primarily through the entire part of the song. So you're going to start on 14 on the E, 15 on the D, 13 on the G. And that shape is going to be kind of going up and down the neck, so the intervals between the frets is not going to change, but the root note of the fret will. So we're going to start with this one. So what I did is I started on 14, and then I slid down to the 7. So it's going to be 7, 8, 6. And then you're going to slide the same shape down to the 2nd fret on the E. So it's going to be 2, 3, 1. And then you're going to invert the D and the G string fret, so it's going to be 2, 1, 3. That was the first time around. And the second time around, it's mostly the same. And now you're going to change the shape, so it's going to be 7, 6, 6. So what I did was I took my ring finger and I hit 7 on the G string, so. And then you're going to round up to 7, 8, 8. And then that final part is just going to be one of these shapes, which is going to be 7 on the E, 8 on the D, 6 on the G. And so you're just going to play that in order. And I kind of hammer those on, but you could pick those if you wanted.
Okay, chorus riff time. A lot of the chorus is just sliding around this very stripped back major shape. All I'm playing is the root, so in this case B, and then the third above that, so the E flat. I'm sliding it all over the place. So the first next chord after this B is this F sharp. And then from the F sharp, we come up to the D flat, you get this weird harmonic minor kind of sound, or Phrygian dominant or something. And then you come up to the B again, but this time we're doing it the same arpeggio from the main riff, really, but I'm not playing the B string. So it's just B on the E, A flat on the D, and then D flat on the G. So that's the first part. Repeats, and then this is the next new shape. So this was the first new shape. Next new shape is a minor. If you know your scales, instead of doing this shape at the E flat where we play the G, we're just playing the G flat. So I play it here with my pointer finger free, because I step down to the D, and now this is a major. That's the only note that changes is on the E. Then we're back to a minor shape on this D flat. And you slide that minor shape down again, back to the B. And once again here, I want to have my index finger free, but this time so I can step down from the minor third to a 2 or a 9. And this D flat on the G string. And then this shape also gets slid down. Now we're at the A, this is the root. We still have that 9, but this time it's a B. And then I'm switching my whole hand around so I can actually hit this shape, but the B stays, still the same note, and then we come down to the G, and now we're back at the F sharp. And the only thing I'm doing there is sticking in an open E. So the whole thing at some percentage of speed. Fun fact, Coleman didn't play that open E, he just scraped it. And that's why he's a bad guitar player.
So the post-chorus, similar shapes to the main riff and the verse. I'm going to split it up into two parts. I just played it slow, and we also have full speed somewhere in the video. I don't know where Brooks edited it, but we're going to start on 2 on the E, 1 on the D, 3 on the G, open B. So that's going to be the start of each pass of each half, if that makes sense. There's 4 passes in each half. And I'm kind of muting the whole part of the riff.
Hi, Editor Burke here. I just wanted to toss in that when I play this, I don't mute it. I really like how it sounds open.
So you're going to start with that, and then you're going to slide up to the same shape that was at the end of the verse, which is going to be 6, 8, 7. I hammer it on. You could pick it. Burke picks it. I hammer it on. So it could sound like... But I go... So that's gonna play that twice. The third time around there's a slide. So I'm going from 8 to 10, 7 on the E, and then that same shape again, the 6, 8, 7. And then the fourth pass around is going to be the same as the first two. So I'll play the first half all the way through. So for the second half of the post-chorus, similar to that slide pattern, except on the third time around, there's an ascension on the G string, similar to the verse. So we're gonna start with the same shape, the 2, 1, 3 open, and then you're gonna hit the 6, 8, 7. And that's gonna go again. And then you're gonna play for the third time around this ascension part, which is going to be 6, 8, 7, 7, 8, 7, and then 8, 8, 7. So I'll play that third time. I'll do it again. And then for the fourth time around of the second half of the post-chorus, let me play it once for you. So that's going to be same shape, the 2, 1, 3 open. And then this shape. And then you're going to slide down to the 3rd fret E, 1 on the D, 3rd on the G, open B. And you're going to slide from 6 to 7 on the E. And then you're going to hit 6 on the D. And then finish with 2 on the E. So let me play the post-chorus all the way through.